and welcome to Pixelated Geek presents PixelPlays. I am your host, James Honeycutt, and I'm here with JJ Crass. Say hello to the people, JJ.
Yeah. Hello, people.
We are going to be streaming a little bit of Killing Floor 2. And before we start, we'd like to point out that Killing Floor was provided promotionally to us so that we could write a preview review of it and then also stream it for this. So that's something we do want to disclose off the gate. And while we're disclosing things, I am not what you would call an expert on this title. And as a consequence, I will not be taking a leading role in this. JJ is going to be doing most of the explanation. So talk to us a little bit about, Killing Floor 2. Tell us sort of like details on it for people that may have never played it. Hi, Vixen. Hi. Vixen's butt is on the internet
resident
right
cat.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway.
So Killing Floor is a game developed by PXLPlays Interactive, and it's a wave-based survival shooter co-op. And you're fighting off different waves of enemies until you get to the end boss wave, and it's usually a challenge and a lot of fun. Okay,
very good, very good. So, Killing Floor, developed by PXLPlays. PXLPlays is known for, well, predominantly for this, but also for Red Orchestra to some degree. Sort of an indie developer, definitely one of the indie darlings. I mean, it's hard to find people that hate their games.
And the fact that Killing Floor 1 was supported for so long that, every, kind of holiday or event, they would have a special in-game event.
Right. Yeah, no, they're definitely known for that sort of loyalty. Do you know in the matchmaking, in the party system, do you know if there's a way that I could promote you to party leader?
I'm not sure about that. Try clicking on my name.
So, I got an idea. I'm going to remove you, and then you add me so that you're in control of what we're playing.
Got it.
Cool. So this is not, a lot of parallels are drawn in between, this game and Left 4 Dead, for instance. Talk to us about what there is, what about that is accurate and what about that is not.
They both have that common, you fight to get to certain objectives. Left 4 Dead, you have the safe house. This, you have the merchant kiosk. And, these maps are a little more self-contained. They are large, but, with Left 4 Dead, it's more of that point A to B, C.
Okay.
Or this is you're kind of roving the map, trying to get to clear the waves, get to the merchant, get better gear, to eventually take on the final boss.
Okay. And so, this isn't one of those wave-based modes, and another game that it's compared to on a regular basis is the sort of zombies mode from Call of Duty. This is something that can be beaten, right?
Yeah, it can be beaten, yes. You take on the final boss. Okay,
now, are the enemies specific to the map? Are the bosses specific to the map?
Well, currently there's only one boss, and how the other one went, minus the holiday theme one, there was the one boss. But there are multiple different enemies. You have your standard kind of grunt, and you'll have some that have the ability to fire at you. You have a large blob-esque character who vomits acid on you. You have ones that turn invisible, and certain characters have the ability to see them before others do.
Okay.
So, and then, depending on what perk class you'd want to go with, Berserker's fun for the melee-based. Commando is your standard run and gun. Support's got shotguns. And then Field Medic has a grenade that can heal you or damage the enemy. And everyone has their own type of grenade, their own type of melee weapon, and their own starting gun.
Okay, very good, very good. I think what I'm probably going to do, where can I... Okay, I'm still in the party and doing that. I'm just going to take a look around the sort of different fields here. So, Commando, as you say, is standard run and gun, and that looks like that's a carbine pistol K-bar. shotgun, pistol, machete, and so a PDW for the medic. So I take it they don't do a ton of damage on average.
Well, the medic also can shoot a health dart, and they'll heal your player.
Okay.
As if you just want to have fun. I mean, Berserker's a lot of fun, and I don't mind being medic to support you.
Sure. No, I don't generally do well in melee roles, so I think I'm gonna stick with I'm gonna stick with the commando really quick. Okay, and so there are several different characters. Do they have any advantages, or is it simply just customization?
Characters are cosmetic. Perks, where a little customization comes in. So every 5 levels, you'll gain the ability to pick a new skill, and then your stats change.
Okay, very good.
A little bit. So if you're looking at your character, it'll say, it'll increase.
Okay. And so those skills, you unlock them as you level by playing the game. And you level each class separately, or rather each perk separately. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Correct. And you can also change up your perks in between rounds.
Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. So yeah, go ahead and let's get into a match or two.
Okay. Let's try to find let's do burning. Do you want Paris, a lab, or the outpost?
No. You're in charge of this, so you show what you want to show.
I'll show Paris. I think Paris is very pretty.
So this takes place in sort of a modern day, but around explain the sort of world that it takes place in.
I mean, it's not your traditional let's do zombies.
Yeah.
Kind of world. You've got these Zeds, which are kind of like an experiment. And actually, are we the same character?
I have no idea how to look at your character.
Are you Mr. Foster with a gas mask?
Oh, absolutely, yes. Yes, he was.
Okay, I'll change it up real quick. I will be the priest.
He was the most fashionable.
Priest with...
There we go.
I'll do priest with a fedora. A ruby red fedora. Alright.
Oh, very good. Ooh, we just started. That just happened.
So it used to be when the round started,
this lot can sod right off.
you'd only have a pistol, but now they give you kind of your class-specific weapon, which is really nice. It's still like a starting wave, but doesn't feel like that. Also, little things I like, little animations, like hit reload on your gun, even though you have a full mag.
Good stuff.
Yep, okay.
Now how about some silence?
Mm-hmm. And if you have blood on a melee weapon, you can shake it off. And there's a guy behind you.
Like this? Don't blow your load. Spent on useless stuff. That's mine.
This carbine is a free shot.
Whoa! If you hit middle mouse, you can change it over to selective fire.
They are all up on me. I did not expect that.
Let's call that
See you.
And hit Q to heal yourself. You can heal others as well.
I'm sorry, you said hit what key?
Q.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so strategy in this game is essentially get yourself in a corner.
We also want to move, so in the top left, you see that little meter, says the trader. You kind of want to make your way towards the trader before the round ends, because you do have a set amount of time.
I like
and you
that
don't want to run
they
out of time, so you can't buy anything.
force you to turn around whenever something attacks you from behind. That's nice.
Bad job. Nice work. We can reopen the trader pod soon.
So is there an advantage? I mean, okay, so you have a primary weapon and you have a secondary weapon. Is there an advantage to using the primary over the secondary?
You'll level the weapon that you're using.
Yeah.
That'll help level your class. So if you're using a non-class specific level, don't believe you get an increase.
Okay.
So, and then we're gonna follow that little blue arrow.
To...
You can also barricade doors.
Oh.
So, we'll barricade.
No, I was just
Anyone need
surprised
Kevlar?
that I could actually open a door in this. I assumed that it was
Got ammo here.
a limited structure. That
And doors can be, once they're destroyed, they won't come back.
Gotcha. That Reverend is just the shittiest Sean Connery
I hate it when things
impression
get quiet.
I've ever heard.
Makes me twitchy.
You earned the
Also,
money.
take a look at the Eiffel
Now
Tower.
spend it.
Hold on. Let me get out of this. Yeah, where? Oh, hey now.
Bring up the trading controls and upgrade your...
So
Yeah, if you
something
want to change your
has
perk, you can do that.
obviously happened to this world, right? Do you know what has happened to the world?
Not too much. There was a small short film that's released on Steam as well that you can watch.
Okay. Okay, so essentially all I could really get out
Hurry
of
up.
this was a reload
Zeds
and
are
then
getting
a new
closer.
pistol, a new pistol.
Well, you could sell your gun if you want. You have enough time if you want to sell your varmint rifle.
I'm not. I'd rather fool around with what I have right now.
Phone's closed.
Now, is this one of those titles where when you reload you lose ammunition out of the magazine?
Let me double check.
And here is me thinking this would be a fun day.
I know, because it's round-based.
Is it about to stop us now?
Also, you can parry with a melee and block.
Shit. Help! It's invisible! I don't know what that is, but I don't like it.
She can actually destroy lights, so areas will be permanently dark.
How about let's not be in a position where we're dealing with that? That sounds awful.
Dented down numbers, but there are plenty.
Okay, so I have a very bad sort of like Call of Duty multiplayer Battlefield habit of reloading the second that I'm not actually firing at something. And that's not a great idea in this game. There are too many things that are always near you.
And this game is generous at where, like, you can scavenge weapons and pick up some guns.
Oh, what is that?
I'm gonna heal you. There you go. Oh, behind you. You got two invisibles.
Oh god, behind you.
And G is, throw your grenades with G. I think you get a standard frag grenade. Behind you.
Yeah, no, I was dealing with one of those exploding guys. So this is just the two of us right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't mind if I do.
And does the game scale?
It does. Okay.
So that it wouldn't be marginally easier if we were dealing with...
I have 2 rounds left.
Just like the lads in the Falklands did.
Melee it is.
That's a little terrifying. Yep, I am out of my
grenades,
primary.
Hit stuff.
Goodness. Oh. How many of them are left? 2 more?
2 more.
Okay, they're both here. I killed one of them. I'm on fire though, so that's bad.
Nice.
Glad you made it through. Make for the
Hot in the same place?
Oh, that moves.
Go find a
that's
medic.
bad.
Your teammates could do with healing.
And also you can see the blood does stay on the map.
You know, it's funny, they talked that up in the press release, but like, I just
You're a
expect
mess.
that now.
Get some healing.
I don't know if that's like an entitled, like,
Those
you know.
teammates of yours don't look so well.
Oh, is that someone in the round with us? Yeah,
Right.
someone in the round with us. He's gonna
You
get
look
like crap.
irritated.
I'm almost
because
impressed
I
you're
don't
still
know what I'm
alive.
doing.
Attention.
So you can sell your primary weapon and get something else, which I would
Glad you made it
recommend.
back. Don't bleed on anything.
I feel good.
Okay, and so
What's
you,
your rush? Still breathing. Got more of that?
You sell it by...
You double click on it.
Oh, there we go. It says sell for
Look
100.
at this. We're all still alive. I'm raring to go. Thank me later.
And you can't sell all your weapons like your sidearm or your melee, but you can sell other stuff.
Last chance.
Oh, that
I
was
have
what
power
I
down the
wanted.
pod.
Thanks, but could do with more meds. I'll give
More
you some.
Zeds on the scope. Back to it, mes
That
amis.
did the trick. Ta! That'll keep me.
So all the
So
weapons
there's,
look pretty
show you some, oh, there's a shotgun over here.
Guess a bit of cash for better weapons wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. want it.
Can you replace your secondary
Stop
weapon?
talking about money
Yeah, you can.
until I'm rich.
Yeah, you can just carry, you have a weight limit of what you can carry. So you can carry a couple of, like, bigger guns. Do you want to roll the door shut?
Look alive! Zed's paying us a visit.
Oh, hold on.
Is that something I can do?
Yep, you have a welder. It's, the same as your medical syringe. You can shut doors down.
So, like what? Like this door here?
Any door that you can open and close.
I like this L85 a lot better than that. Oh, hey, is there friendly fire?
Go. I don't think it's set. I love this sledgehammer.
So, seems like... Oh! So melee is V, okay. Yeah, that was fun. Okay, so... And, you know, not to be this guy, but what else is there to this game other than this wave-based?
Currently right now just the one game mode.
Okay, so what can you expect from updates in the future? Like when this comes out of...
More classes, probably more characters. A new map has already been announced, just the mansion.
Okay. So the last one had 1 or 2 game modes? I mean, talk about...
Yeah, they had like they would do these special events, and one of the modes would be like you had to find like these little hidden items around the map you could destroy. But they would also have different bosses for the holiday theme and different skins. Those were the 2 primary ones, and with mod support in the future.
Okay. So, I mean, I think that my initial concern about this would then be that that's just not a lot of gameplay.
We can reopen.
Like, I don't know, like this, you know, and I don't want to be the guy that compares this to, like, you know, Nazi zombies, but the truth is, that's a lot, it has about the same gameplay depth currently as that one mode from another game. So, what like, would make this a better experience?
I mean, I definitely don't want to see a competitive mode.
Okay.
Personally, I don't want to see a competitive mode. I think... I was trying to think what features I'd like to see in this down the road. And...
Pod safely open. Nicely done.
just creative things they could possibly do. Like maybe defending different areas and things like that.
Sure, okay.
But-
So, I mean, the maps are larger.
Any sec,
Okay.
all hell's gonna break loose. You'll see.
Oh. Vixen is incredibly
Your
interested
teammates
by
could do
what's
with
happening
healing.
on the second mod.
You look like
She's
crap.
sitting right in front of it.
Get
and
medical attention.
Oh, that's nice.
it
I
seems
think
to
she should be the new mascot.
the blue indicator. I mean, yeah,
Those
she's
teammates
always
don't
magazine to
look so
read.
well.
my mascot for this. Okay. So,
There's Zeds on the scope. Must close the pod very soon.
Oh! Got loads.
You need bigger arms to carry that.
Or more use
Try
alive.
something
Yeah, if you want to change your class and try something else, you can.
yeah,
You'll be cut
Well,
to pieces.
I'm
if someone
I'm
doesn't
switching
heal
around
you.
weapons
about now?
inside this mode.
No what?
You can see, you get your medic
You're still
pistol.
alive.
Go kill some Zeds.
Locked up nice and tough.
Yeah. Where'd you go? Did
I'm
you
still in the
just seal up that door?
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah, no, I just that guy. Is there another one that I should be looking at?
Door's about to come down like the walls.
If you want to keep, there's another door up here if you want to step there and I'll help keep them back. Because they're already breaking down this door. It's sealed up here.
Okay. welding that one. Oh god! Oh, they broke through right in the middle of welding it. Oh god.
Nuclear bin.
Also, what I really like about this one is just the AI is a lot better. Normally you could kind of predict where they were coming from. And now it's just like they start pouring over the walls and just coming out of everywhere. And actually adds a level of
like
threat.
they're coming from everywhere right now, yes. Okay. So, friendly fire on grenades, by the way?
Don't believe so. And the blue one actually heals you. So you want to be in that blue mist. Kills them and heals you.
Oh boy. It's ugly up here. Yeah, oh boy.
Wow. Very chunky. EDI?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they were coming from two different places and I got caught in between.
Gonna just close this door. Don't know if I'm gonna weld it. Oh, I'm gonna die.
There is a spectate. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what. Look at you with your saw blade launcher.
Oh, don't die, don't die. Oh.
You know the reason that you died is because you failed to tip your fedora to the lady.
The lady.
Yeah. Are you really gonna do that? She's laying across the mouse hand right now. It's like right on top of it. Yep. Okay. So 3 maps, 1 game mode, 9 characters, 4 classes. How many of those do you expect to expand? And what's the time?
In the first one, you had the sharpshooter class, which was your obviously sniper class, but also dealt with pistols a lot, so you could get dual revolvers, dual Desert Eagles, things like that. You also had the firebug, which was your pyrotechnic, and demolitions, which was all about explosive weapons. So there's still a few more classes, and I haven't said if they're going to put any new ones in. I would like to see something new. If some have to get replaced or merged, that's fine. We didn't even make it to the end boss.
No, I noticed that. We were on 4 of 4 though. That's what that said, 4 of 4.
Yeah.
So, there are how many until the boss? Or would it have been on the 4th?
Technically 5 waves. The last, after the 4th, you do have the boss fight.
Oh, okay. Alright, so... I'm gonna switch to support.
I'd recommend doing the...
Starts with a shotgun. Yeah, that's just...
And gets bonus for grenade damage and welding.
Okay.
I'm gonna go medic. Do we have a medic? We have 1 medic.
I don't really find the character designs very compelling. Like, I'm not saying they're ugly. I just don't find them very compelling. Okay, so, but there's a decent amount of customization. That's cool. So, the accessories you just get, they're not something that you unlock?
Yeah, these are, yeah.
Okay.
So far these are just in there, and you'll get more if you get the digital deluxe edition as well.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And another character.
Stay out of my...
Oh, this I think is a user-created map?
Okay, so there was a
It's
map
2009 now.
that was
Got ammo
created
here.
by users?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but
Hey buddy, you just came out of
there's a touch.
Wow!
Where
Wow!
are you?
Just in the middle of fucking doorway. There we go. Jesus. There were like 3 guys who were in there with me, and then they weren't there anymore, and I think that was part of... The ADS during the zoom is kind of... So, okay. I'm trying to...
We have an AFK player who's gonna die.
I don't understand how the welder works. Like it says, you know, hold E to use, and I'm holding E, and it's not doing anything.
Oh, let's hold it and rip it out. And then left mouse button.
Yeah, I'm pressing left mouse button. I'm not even... There we go. Nope, still not working. Nope. I don't know what that is.
Ammo.
How close are you to the door? Oh, it does run out of energy and recharges.
Okay. I guess that may have been it, and I may have run out of that energy, like, during the first move when it got ripped open, but...
Where are you? God, this hallway's red.
Controls and upgrade your
Chunky.
gear.
Watch my back. Reloading.
I don't see any point.
The silence deafens me.
Okay, so if you pick up ammo during that, if you pick up ammo at those different ammo points,
Final
is that
choice
gone
is
from the
enemies
map
on the scope.
for the rest of the round?
They come in the next round.
We got ammo.
Come and get your tools
But it is
trained.
gone
Stop,
for the remainder
thanks.
of that specific round.
Yeah, until it replenishes to the next one.
Glad you
So
made
I'm
it
gonna
back.
follow you this time.
Need on anything?
You talk.
Hurry up.
And I'll heal you
Things
up.
are getting closer.
I'm right behind you, so go where you need to.
Okay, we'll wait until the clock counts down and we'll figure out where the next vendor will be.
Back to it, mes amis.
And we'll kind of go that way, so that's further. Let's go up here.
That's you.
We've got a
Oh,
You got a teammate behind
so gross.
you. Yeah, that is pretty nasty.
Demons, rock and roll, folks.
Oh crap, invisible.
I threw a grenade from that end, behind us as well.
You perform well.
Reloading.
I hit the spot.
I'm gonna run back in here.
Close this door? Yep. Oh crap.
Oh boy. That slow-mo effect is nice. I'm not mad about that being that way. Here.
I believe there was a dev diary in there saying that how they rendered the weapons at a different frame rate than normal. I'm dead.
Yes, that would
And
make
so
sense.
that's why they look so good in the slow mo.
Okay. Yeah. I'll allow for that.
And for an early access game, it's pretty polished.
Oh,
I mean,
good looking game, and it's in very, very, very good shape.
I haven't had too many bugs with it, or really any.
So new engine or same engine that the first one was with?
No, the first one was running off of,
Shoot like that.
oh, what was
The
it?
Red Orchestra engine? I seem to remember they looked really similar. I'm
I
not
think it
saying
was running
that's
off of one of the older, it was running off, the first one was running off the Unreal 2 engine,
Okay.
so.
Unreal. How
Yeah.
old was that?
That game came out in 2009.
Okay. And it was running on 2, not 3? That seems weird.
I don't mind if I do.
Well, you know, licensing and... Oh, the game came out, it was originally a mod in 2005, came out in 2009.
Okay.
It was a standalone.
I don't know if you can hear that.
Cat commentary.
I think it would be better if there were more kitty trees.
Good
in
aim!
it. If you could put more kitty trees in Killing.
Sound off.
Bring up
How
the
we all
trading
doing?
controls and
Good
upgrade
of
your
Vixen
gear.
skin.
Yeah, that's her though. That's alright, so
Ready to fight again. My M4, worth every penny. Our battle goes well. Enjoy the break.
Good stuff. Now how about some silence?
Where's the action gone?
These hallways are so gross.
Yeah.
You should see the one to the right.
Yes. Okay.
We're almost out of time.
So bodies are
Make your
persistent as
choices.
well,
Locking her up tight.
right?
They eventually disappear.
We should probably
And
stay
now
with
the-
them this time instead of running away from the group.
Everyone
Doing their own thing,
locked up
probably.
nice and tight.
Yeah.
Last chance. I have to power down the
So
pod.
60 originally seemed like an odd number, but you need enough people to help cover all the bases.
Locking her up.
Right.
And then some.
Time's up.
I understand why they were holding up in
Some
here,
Zeds.
because there are only 3 ways in, and you can
We're on the
weld
clock,
two of the
boys.
doors.
Time to do God's work.
I mean, we were stupid. So.
I think it's important to not just stand around with a title like this.
Oh yeah.
So I'm
'Cause then you
seeing a
get that
lot of
one
them
unit that
using
charges in.
pistols right now. Is that to conserve ammunition?
Yeah. I think it's a good strategy to use your sidearm on the weaker guys.
Hey!
And
Wow!
they're crawling out of an air vent. What happened?
No, it's just an explosion in a hallway full of bodies. That guy likes it.
Oh, there's another one of them too.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. So what triggers the slow-mo again? Did we ever establish that?
I'm honestly blanking right now, but I believe it's crits. Like, really long distance shots and things like that.
Am I right in thinking I just don't, the double barrel shotgun is not enough for this situation?
Press middle mouse. Press middle mouse. You can shoot both barrels at the same time.
Okay. Yeah, that
You should probably get back.
still doesn't seem to be doing too much to Big Ugly there.
Crown him in the head.
Yeah, I think I was, but I don't know. Ow.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Yeah, I think the whole team is. Everybody that was in here was, anyway. Yeah, we got 2 guys left. They're both getting torn up. Look at him throwing grenades down and then crouching over top of them. Pretty realism.
I mean, this game really strives for realism.
I think so.
Do you want to try one more of an official map?
Yeah. Let's do at least one more of these.
Hopefully we'll make it to the boss.
I understand why people like it. It's definitely not my kind of game, but I can understand like the appeal. It's very polished. It's in very good shape. It looks very, very solid. I think my concern would be like if I as a as a consumer was looking at it, I think my concern would just be the fact that as it stands right now, there's not a tremendous amount to it, but it's always hard
Variety.
to make that
Yeah.
criticism about an early access title. We've talked about this repeatedly because we do a lot of hands-on stuff with early access titles. It's always difficult to criticize them because they are early access and you are funding production of the title, and a lot of times you're really just getting a proof of concept. And so it's difficult to look at that proof of concept and say, like, this isn't enough.
Yeah.
So,
And
I'm definitely not criticizing it on that level because that just wouldn't be fair. I'm just like I just don't know. I guess my question is, and I've kind of asked this in like a couple of different ways, but I guess my question really just is like, how much more of it do you like? What percentage of the game do you think we're looking at right now?
I don't know. Oh, quick side note. I know you said the character chatter is pretty high. You can actually turn that down in options.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to gauge because I'm like, I mean, the mechanics are here.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
So it's mainly just maps and characters and classes that are missing.
Right.
And, you know, they could always add more modes. And I was actually surprised this game came out on early access because I remember they announced Killing Floor 2 is in development. Okay. Killing Floor 2 is coming out. Okay, great. In early access. And it's kind of a surprising thing, but it's also smart. I think studios like this can take the risk of doing it, and it's also good for them.
Yeah.
Because they can still get their product out, get it known, and still work on it.
Well,
because we also come in a time now where games are fail at launch that aren't complete.
I think I think this is a really good opportunity to actually talk about that. So, I mean, obviously, like, I think we can point at my favorite sort of like counter examples are like the Master Chief Collection and Destiny. And like that's because they're sort of similar to each other in a lot of ways, and like Destiny was an incredibly like polished game. It wasn't a very big game, but it was a really, really, really polished game. And it was like, it was exactly what it was
Mission is
when
kill
it
the bad
launched.
guys. Simple.
And it disappointed people because it wasn't quite big enough.
I
They
hate it when
expected
things
it
get
to be
quiet.
bigger
Makes
than
me
it was.
twitchy.
And the Master Chief Collection was gigantic. Like, just a ton of content. But 6 months later, it's... by the way, I'm playing the Berserker class this time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rush in and get myself killed. But so, like, and then Master Chief was a ton of content, but it just wasn't finished. And 6 months later, still isn't finished.
Has issues.
So...
We don't have Griffball yet, so it's
Right,
not done.
which for me is like that's all I wanted. They could have just released like a $20 version of Griffball in that engine, and I would have been fine. So I'm interested by the fact that I'm actually enjoying the melee class the most out of anything that I've done.
Right? It's surprising, because really, before it was kind of like, oh, this is kind of a neat class, but with that old engine and the mechanics, it wasn't that great to play. But I just love using the shovel. You literally scoop people out of the way. Also, hit reload. Is your shovel covered in blood?
Yes. Oh, there you go. That's cool.
You all got enough ammo?
But so, I think a lot of people are now, you know, more and more concerned about the idea of an early access title and, like, you know, paying like a certain amount of money, usually less than the cost of admission, usually less than what the game will actually cost. And not getting a full game right away, but getting a full game later. And it's weird to me that people have concerns about that when we live in a time where
How's the gang all doing?
two of the biggest selling titles
More Zeds on the way.
of the last 2
Start
years
to wrap things up, as they
were a
say.
$60 game
How's
that
that?
people had problems with because
Goodies
of its
new.
size,
Cheers.
and a $60 game that was totally unfinished and is still 6 months later totally unfinished.
Maybe we scared the rest off.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you can change your rate of fire on that, by the way. Yeah, so it's kind of one of those
Zeds
things
are
where
getting closer.
I think early access is good. I mean, I've been burned by some games that I've bought into with early access.
Right.
That is always going to be a fear of mine before I pull the trigger.
Sure.
But I feel a little more comfortable with...
Go make
I hate to be like, well, because they're a bigger studio and they have a real office, you know, because that's... I mean, there's some smaller indie guys that can pump out games that are complete,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep.
So...
I'm
but
liking this whole no one dying.
something happened like with this when Red Orchestra 2 came out. It was fairly broken, and the studio committed to fixing it, and it was much better down the road. And I think that's why I was willing to take a gamble with it.
sure. Well, you know, I
How's
don't
everyone for
have
ammo?
much in the way of concern about early access as a concept.
I've got
I think
plenty.
like I approach games that are early access and full retail
Reloading.
titles with the same sort of attitude, which is, do I have a good feeling about the game? What has the studio done in the past? Does the game look like it's going to be polished? Does it look like it's going to be a good overall experience? And I think that, you know, my experience with early access to date has been Torment, which is not out yet but will be shortly. Pillars of Eternity, which was an excellent experience.
Where it came from.
And then Star Citizen, which, you know, obviously is not in a state where we can judge it as it stands right now. But I have yet to run into an early access title that was an unmitigated disaster, but I think that's because I was very careful about the ones that I picked. You know, and also Tales of the Sword Coast, which I have a lot of faith in. But, like, I picked things that, you know, are from, like, established, legitimate, solid development, at least names, if not studios, that are doing a very good job with transparency. And I think, you know, obviously there's an issue with caveat emptor with all games, but with early access in particular. You know, I think we do need to be careful what we're pouring money into. I think for me, the core issue always just comes down to, like, how you judge those games. Because I have a lot of trouble looking at an early access title or a crowdfunded title and then saying, like, giving it the same level of criticism that I would give to a AAA title. I can't criticize them in the same way. So I don't know.
Yeah, and I had that problem. I mean, writing the review, I went through multiple drafts just because, you know, I'm sitting here with a game that feels pretty solid and almost done. It's that almost done, not done yet feeling.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I mean, out of all the other early access games I've played, it's the most playable at launch, and you know, doesn't crash every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Which was very impressive to me. I thought, I mean, you know, it kind of took me by surprise because, you know, a lot of early access games, even if it's a big studio,
The trading
pretty
controls
big,
and
you know,
upgrade your
hiccups
gear.
happen. So
Yeah.
Some decent skis. Let me fix you up.
I'm gonna heal you.
Got any more? I could do with it.
Whenever a man in a gas mask is
If you want
standing
meds,
right
keep
up against
still.
you
That did the
and
trick.
is poking you
Ha!
with things,
Time's almost
that's
up.
when I need an adult moment. That's what that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, UI question, and this is me. This is, you know, big silly me. But, like, it shows you on the map where the
Back
next
to it,
trader
mes amis.
pod is going to be,
Tight.
and
Up
it
some
also
ammo here.
shows you
Right.
on the map. Are there times when that's different? Are there whoa, how? Where the fuck was that?
Oh, they just blew open the door.
But the door's still...
No, they're hopping down from above. Never mind, no, they're popping down from above.
You say something.
Oh, you didn't buy the hammer yet, have you?
No. Instead of buying the hammer, I opted for the safer option, which is to reload everything I had.
Right on the
Grenade, out. So
There
no.
are numbers,
Yeah.
but there are plenty left.
I don't like
You can
those.
do single fire with that.
Yeah, but why would I
Which
want
one?
to do that? What?
Sure.
It's important.
Shoot
to
one
me.
there or hurl like a handful down.
Let's just close.
So, do I need to be worried about, like, damage fall off invisible?
You can take falling damage.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. When I say fall off, I meant, like damage fall off.
I can reopen the trader pod.
Didn't seem to do anything.
I think you did. You just took out like 4 eyes.
It was a second ago. I mean, I think. Hey, ugly. So,
Oh, you mean from like range?
yeah.
Yeah. A little bit, because if you have a spread weapon, only so many rounds are going to hit.
Sure.
Other
But
than that.
not necessarily with, like, we're not looking at, like, bullet drop or, like, realistic bullet physics here. I mean, because the range of engagement isn't that crazy. Alright. Trying to think what else I would ask about a shooter that I haven't asked. How are the recoil physics?
Glad you made it back. Don't bleed on anything.
I haven't had... I mean, your guns do climb, and I've noticed a neat thing, like, with Z mode, is being able to time that, you know, while it's in slowdown, still pulling off those headshots just by readjusting, because you're given that extra
Sure.
amount of time to do so.
Ammo check, people.
Just want you to know, I just bought an AA-12 shotgun.
Those are always wonderful. I'm always happy about those.
You earned the money. Now spend it.
That's the stuff.
Yeah, so the middle, right click
Hurry
on that
up.
is the
Zeds are getting
explosive
closer.
round.
Okay.
Arms
I
and
will
legs.
keep that in mind. How many
Alright,
how many
thanks.
of the weapons have a secondary fire like that?
The original, primarily all weapons
Time's
did.
up. Kill some Zeds.
I'm noticing it now with the shotgun now has it, so... Or no, this has always had it. Some weapons do, some don't. I don't know if that's going to be changed.
Cloaked.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I think I hit it. Yeah, there you go.
You did.
Okay, so right click is the explosive.
Probably
Yep.
got a
I'll clear out these guys so you can use it on the big guy.
Oh, okay, but still. I mean, I just wanted to see what it looked like once. Hey, I'll go.
nasty looking straight, folk.
Takes a couple to the
We'll
face.
finish the job. Allez.
Okay, that'll do.
Watch it, reloading.
Also weird having to reload a hammer.
Yeah, so what is it? What is... Oh, it's a shotgun shell.
Back.
Do you have any grenades?
Yeah.
Can't get off close.
There's two little things in this game that surprise me, like the attention to detail, you know, headshots popping eyes out, the little gun, you know, like checking your gun.
Right, I was interested to see the way that they modeled damage physics, like in the promotional.
Because it would bring walls do take damage, doors blow up,
Right,
and then like
no,
the
but
body
it
parts
was
fitting
the
apart.
damage to the body that I was talking about. Like,
Yeah.
that.
Oh, run.
That felt close.
You're a mess. Get some
I'm gonna switch to a medic so I can heal you.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily paying a whole lot of attention to that. I'm like trying to fool around with like actual like mechanics and physics and stuff like that.
Bring
as
up the
opposed to,
trading
like,
controls
actually
and
trying to play
upgrade
the
your
game.
gear.
Good stuff, but this is the eye of the storm, folks.
I love a bit of banter, but let's keep our eyes open, all right?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold on to this hammer. It would.
Look at you. Go find a medic. Glad you made it back. Don't bleed on anything.
What is the 9-volt
They'll
battery
set on the
the rest
scope.
that I'm
off.
looking at?
Must close the
That's
port
for your
very soon.
flashlight.
Okay.
You can't fight in that
Some
condition.
guns have it equipped. Some you'll just whip out your sidearm that has the flashlight on it.
Gotcha.
I have no sidearm ammo. This should be fun.
That's a
Look at
lawnmower
you.
blade.
Go find a medic.
Sound
Yeah.
off. How's everyone for ammo?
I have a machete.
Huh.
Game's just a little ridiculous. You might want to heal up for the next wave.
There's no business like snow business. Come on, it's funny.
No.
I mean, medics get a scalpel.
Okay. It's just the lawnmower blade confuses me because I'm not sure it's. Oh god! I just died
Games,
into
you
that.
have a hammer that explodes. Like,
Yeah.
I think a lawnmower blade is pretty okay.
Yeah.
Doorway's getting a lot of heat.
It's cool if I take this ammo box.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
What have they got against that door?
Oh, we should probably reskill this door.
Okay. I'll stand behind you with a sledgehammer with shotgun shells in it.
Empty that door.
Oh,
Beat down.
invisible. Oh, big guy over here. Jeez. My view is pretty beautiful watching you smack guys out of the air.
Siren!
I enjoyed it. Oh boy. No! Grenade. Now. Yep. Oh god.
I'm caught! Pop the pinata!
Grenade out.
That sort you? Careful! Great! Hang on!
I don't like that sometimes you'll be in the middle of going after something.
You get grabbed.
You'll have like a headshot lined up on something, and then you get hit from the side and it redirects you to that. But
We can reopen the trader pod soon.
Oh wow.
yeah, that worked out.
Yeah, the reload animation for you, it's pretty funny watching you like do a one-handed shotgun pump with a hammer.
Is that what it looks like?
Yeah.
Goodies no. Cheers!
I'm just shooting you with health darts.
Yeah, that sounds
Alright,
good.
let's make our way to that merchant so we don't have to like run the whole way. Oh wait, let's just go and go. Alright, let's go.
The pod safely open.
Reloading.
Nicely done.
Anyone need Kevlar?
For me, it is not a game you would play every day, but I think it's a fun game when you've got friends. I mean, a great LAN game,
Right.
or just if you got a bunch of friends.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not something if you're looking for like some serious narrative weight, but every once in a while, it's nice to just
You
play
earned the
a
money.
game.
Now spend it.
What is that gonna sell for? Yep. Okay. I will take that.
What are you buying?
The eviscerator.
I'm risking my
You know.
life and skills.
Final
Nothing
choice,
changes.
people. Enemies on
So-
the
Don't
go.
blow
So
your
your
load,
right mouse
so
on
to
that
speak,
is
on
like
useless
a
stuff. That's
melee
my
attack
advice.
with gasoline. You can run out of fuel.
Okay.
And then you can also pick up your buzzsaw blades after you fire them.
Well, that's good because I wouldn't want to live in a world
Cover
where I
me.
couldn't do that.
I'm about to shut the pod.
New clip!
Okay, you want to just hold up here? I don't think that they could.
I also feel like that could be a horrible idea, but yeah.
Have plenty.
Break time's over. Get back to work.
I don't know if they
All
would
Zeds
come from
inbound.
behind us in there, but
No, yeah, we could. Let's chill here. Let's chill here. And if we
Found
need
a
to run
weapon.
away,
oh,
where are you going? Yep, behind you. Either low level, so I'll just pick him off with my pistol. She's out of ammo now.
Direct hit! Pour it on!
You're a natural.
What do you? Hey, there's a assault rifle over here if you want it.
it was too heavy for me.
Okay. I also remember seeing in the dev diaries, you know, in games like with the leveling, and new skills, like when you get faster reload, it's just an animation sped up.
Yeah.
They went back and did new animations, so like how a professional would reload a gun, like a quick reload,
Okay.
versus just a. Also, your blades are over here if you want to pick them up.
I'm surrounded by invisible things, I think. So where? It's oh, there they are. They're glowing green. That explains it. Where are you, buddy? No, that's you. Okay. Killing the things behind you.
Oh, I'd actually change it over to the medic class instead of my old grenades.
Speaking of grenades,
Just let it chew you up!
No, I did actually. Yeah. Healing you.
probably good.
Alright, Jeb, do you want to back down into here?
Other grenades.
Got any more?
It's bad. It's bad up there. Don't go up there. It's bad. It's bad. He's gonna hurt me. He's gonna hurt me. Help.
That did the
Yep.
trick. Ah, clean it up! Come on, get in!
Oh, I gotta go get some ammo. Where'd they go? Where'd they go?
He's dead.
Yeah, but where'd the
You got one left. Oh, I am out of ammo too.
Eyes! Eyes!
Stop, one!
There we go.
Make for the boss and gear up.
Alright, one more road and hopefully down the boss. If we can make it.
That was stressful.
Yeah, I can carry that.
Yeah.
This game is very stressful.
So the heal is only limited.
You're a mess.
Yeah.
Get some healing.
There's a lot of
got you.
meowing going on. I don't know if that's coming through the beating over the noise gate, but she's.
Oh, we can hear.
I think she's stressed about this because she didn't run away from the scary zombie vomiters.
Bring up the trading controls and upgrade your gear.
Oof. There's no reason to have more than one melee weapon, right? Oh, but I
Not
can't
really.
sell the other one. That's right.
Hurry up. Zeds are getting closer.
Okay. Can you add to
We're doing great, team. Keep
your
watching what
collection
I
of
do, right?
favorites when you're not in the middle of a match, or do you
Fine,
have to do
stay
it
sharp.
during a match?
They'll be honest.
You might have to do it in a match. I didn't tinker with that too much. What's your health at?
Flash pound!
100 armor and 89 health.
You know me now, don't
Oh, reloading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hello! Ready to rip someone a new one?
Now finish the job.
I'm gonna dig out another grenade. Should have gotten most of what was over there. Oh. I'm gonna drop another grenade. This place is awful and terrible and full of...
Yeah, stand in my cloud. Resilient. So.
Where's your cloud? There's your cloud.
Hostile present, but cloaked!
Oh, okay. Reloading. Invisible lady.
What's up, guy with a rocket launcher?
Time, silence!
Yeah.
Right on the money.
I'm trying to handle the rocket launcher guy right now.
They're actually pretty easy. Mainly headshots. Alright, you have... That's all. I mean, you can do headshots with that.
Can't hear anything!
Reloading really quick. Good timing on that, by the way.
You're a
That was
natural.
Important.
Yeah.
Spend wisely. You've got a real
Alright, make sure you have the most powerful stuff you have. The baddie can grab you, drain your health, has poisonous grenades,
Got a weapon if
and
anyone
2 machine
needs
guns.
Okay. Alright, that's terrifying, but okay. So is this like a... I mean, are we fighting like a player, then? Since it can shoot at you?
No, he's just a boss. He has the ability to use guns. He's like an odd experiment.
Okay. So...
Oh god, I hope I make it to
is
this guy.
there only
The
one?
vendor. Right now, one. Yeah, it's
There's Zeds on the scope.
one
Yeah,
right
but
now.
I mean, like,
Must
are we
close the
only
pod
going to
very
be
soon.
dealing with him?
Oh, we're gonna fight one. We're gonna fight one guy.
Okay. Alright, so I have the highest end melee weapon. I guess
Correct.
I'll get
So you're just gonna want to get
pistol.
armor, grenades.
Time to
Ammo.
close up.
You get a killing pistol and heal me if I need it. Because he's gonna grab us, one of us, and drain
Which one
us.
is the killing pistol? I mean the healing pistol.
Yeah, that one right there.
Time's up.
Everyone alive?
Go kill some Zeds.
It seems
Alright,
I
and he
must
gets a
take
little
a
introduction.
personal hand in this. How tedious.
We'll also fight his minions as well.
Oh, okay. So there's more than one enemy on the
Come
map.
out, come out,
Oh
wherever
yeah,
you
so there's one of him, and then there are a few of like
You
what
are
we've been
just
fighting.
pathetic
Found him.
How the hell will you call this gas?
Now, sort off!
Oh, ow. Fuck.
I'm shot! Let me fix you up! Ready to rip someone a new one? I'm hit!
Old man, old guy.
Alright, I'm gonna throw my grenades to walk into it. I'll damage him. So you can shoot the monitors out on all the stuff in here.
Bossy got your attention.
Run for my bullets.
Wow! Whoa, he killed me fast.
Wait, you're dead?
Yeah! He only hit me like twice!
How then will you call this gas? I wonder.
Are those STG 44s? Are those German
Am I
World War
going to
II
be
era?
impressed?
And I died.
Oh yeah, no, that would make two of us. That's a rather depressing, but I think an appropriate note to leave this off on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that for an early access title, it's in really good shape, and I can definitely see the appeal of this title. I would be interested to cover it just a little bit more, a little bit later on when there's a little more detail to it. But on the whole, yeah, no, I mean it's enjoyable, it's in good shape. What is it retail for in early access?
$29.99,
Okay.
I believe.
Okay, and is that a price that's going to stay that way when the full title releases, or is it a promotional for early access?
I haven't seen anything on that, and I do believe that that's the common trend where games will release a bit cheaper in early access first, and then once on release, they go up by $10 to $20. So, but I can't say anything on that.
Sure, but that is a standard practice, and I also think it's probably a pretty good one. I mean, you are giving them funding ahead of time, and that way, there's an incentive to jump in during early access. On the whole, yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely an enjoyable title, and I can definitely understand the appeal behind it. Yeah, do you have any final notes for this, JJ?
Yeah, I'm definitely planning on coming back to this. Probably when they add new maps, new characters, and things like that. Might not do a written or do a write-up, but probably stream it.
Okay, sure. That sounds good. That's great.
I think it'd be the most appropriate.
Cool. Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in today. We really appreciate it. As always, subscribe, follow, etc. And for JJ Cross, this is James Honeycutt from Pixelated Geeks PixelatedPlays. We'll see you next time. Bye.